Thank you for watching. I'm Matt Martinez with XII Electric, the official streaming sponsor of Dog Bowl. Stay tuned for more great coverage of the Dog Bowl. We will see you at the next face-off.
We're here with owner and founder of XII Electric, Matt Martinez, who's the streaming sponsor for this year's Dog Bowl. Matt, first of all, thank you for your ongoing support, and particularly your streaming sponsorship that helps everybody enjoy the Dog Bowl that couldn't be at the Dog Bowl, and guys like ourselves watch the Dog Bowl and make fun of our teammates. So what was your initial connection to Dog Nation?
So initial connection was a kidney donation that I gave to Dave Repsher. He Flight for Life nurse that went down back in 2017, right?
Yeah, and so from that moment on, I know that you and Dave have been really connected, you, Dave, and Amanda, and Dog Nation. Tell us about that relationship.
So since then, I've actually was nominated and was a recipient for a golf tournament. You guys helped out gratefully where I couldn't go to work for a few months because of multiple knee surgeries. So that helped out, and then now I'm just trying to help give back.
That's amazing. So really, you've had the full journey from being an organ donor to then being a recipient of Dog Nation when you needed help, to now helping Dog Nation from event after event, as XII is one of our big sponsors. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having you part of our journey.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. And everyone watching, streaming at home, enjoy the show. It's going to be some good hockey.
these guys, they've been with us for a few years. Right. Hey, Ryan, this is Kevin. Hi, Kevin. I'm gonna let you guys do this. Yeah, I was surprised you guys that grew up with the goalies. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, I started coaching.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I haven't done play-by-play in 13 years, so this is gonna be good.
Good. We'll let you do it. But yeah, Marty, I was going to go over there and start coaching those guys. And Marty's like, actually, you can make your way up there and just give some color and some background info.
I want. Do we have a kill mic? Let me.
Can I use this too? Okay, you have. No, if you have one though, that would be fantastic.
Are we just good to go whenever? All right.
Perfect.
All right, Kevin, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome to the Edge. We've got a great matchup this afternoon between the Dogs and the Visionaries, who are vision impaired, and the Visionaries are working right to left here in the first. I'm Brian Clark along with Kevin Connors, and we'll do our best to give you some play-by-play this afternoon. Kevin, do you want to give a little background on the Visionaries and kind of what they're dealing with here as hockey players?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's probably about 4-ish years ago, nice lady Doris Donnelly, she's with the USA Blind Hockey, actually got promoted and came up to Denver and said, I want to do a learn to skate, learn to play hockey. And what happened was that we kind of reached out. They did an ABS event. It was wonderful. And actually the goalie, Mike Straub, grew up with his son, Brandon Straub, had a great professional career, made it all the way up to AHL, and real big, tough guy out there. And so we started hanging out. They said, Kevin, could you bring some of your buddies out here and help get us going? So next thing you know, we're cutting down all our sticks from college and high school and getting everybody going. And it was kind of how it started.
That's a great story. We just had a good shot on goal by Dan Beatty of the Visionaries. And we should mention that on the Visionaries there's 4 sided players, and Dan Beatty is one of those, as he just had the game's first chance. Got about a minute and a half gone, still scoreless. How about describing the puck they are using?
Yeah.
It's not the traditional vulcanized rubber that we're all used to.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's actually a big metal tin enclosed can, what you could think of.
It's like a cowbell kind of.
Exactly, with a ton of just marbles. And let me tell you something, those pucks only last about a couple of hours, couple bounces off the boards. Those things turn into some pretty bad pancakes at the end of the day.
That's right. I played with one of those at the Dogs Pond Hockey this last winter, and I could actually finally sauce the puck for the first time in my life.
Yeah, so that's Jeff Martin right there taking that face-off. He's actually on the USA team, blind team, and his father is out there, and he's been a big help and support, Kent, so he's been wonderful in keeping this whole thing going. So, yeah, Jeff's been really adamant there, number 9 there.
So Jeff has the puck in the high slot here.
He just passed it to Jim. Jim's another helper, great guy right there. Jim Cavey, he's been a great coach and helper.
He's one of the sided players, one of the 4 playing for the Visionaries. As now the Dogs look to break it out. The other thing we should note is that the Dogs are playing with a bit of a handicap. They're all wearing goggles that is limiting their vision. I tried one on before the game. Have you worn these before?
Multiple times.
Well, then I'll let you describe what it's like looking through those.
It's like taking this pen apart and trying to look down the hole of a pen. It's pretty incredible. It's amazing. It feels terrifying. You know, our first couple practices, we had 2 guys smash right into the net. They felt so bad, and they loved it. So it was, I mean, they love it. They love the field, the sport, the action, but holy cow, is it scary.
Yeah, I tried about, they're really dark. You've got about 2 little semi spots that you can sort of see through, and otherwise you're on your own.
Yeah. This attacker right there is Brandon Straub, 81 on the Dawg Nation team, and that's his father he's going to be shooting on in net. Really sad story. His father went in for a back surgery when we were in high school, actually junior high. We were playing Pee-wee hockey. Dad went in for a routine back surgery, woke up. They kept on his face too long and upside down, and woke up blind. Super sad. He's been like that now over 25 plus years, and just a great spirited guy. So he loves it. He loves playing tendy. He also skates out as well.
That's awesome. And finally, as we sort of set the scene here, tell us about the nets.
Yeah, this is what gets a little goofy. See, the nets are about half the size, at least half the height. And the big thing in blind hockey is the goalies are always in the butterfly position. By being in the butterfly position, it makes it so really everyone tries to just roof the shot, right? So they're always going for that, as the younger kids say, top cheddar, right? Top cheese,
right.
But that is not allowed. So.
And then I was talking to some of the guys at the pond hockey tournament this last winter. When it is a game, don't the referees have a different type of whistle, right? Don't they blow it a couple times to give the goalies indication as to where the puck is?
Yeah, it basically there's a couple different whistles. They have to actually blow the whistle when you get into the zone. There's actually 2 or 3 whistles before it actually is kind of like a live puck. So I should probably know the rules better from helping out and coaching these guys. And I'm drawing a few blanks right there and realizing how difficult your job is to do play-by-play and keep everybody entertained.
The Visionaries just had a chance, fumbled off the stick into the far corner. I think what they had said was you blow the whistle once the puck goes into the zone, so
Correct.
the goalies know that it's coming.
Correct.
That's about as far as I can remember as well.
They have to blow the whistle once they cross the blue line, so they're in the zone right there.
Here's a shot by the Dogs, and it goes in. Low glove side, and that was, I think that was, it was Riley Alaire who gives the Dogs a 1-0 lead.
Mike Schraub was just a little late getting that left pad out. We'll be talking to him in the intermission on that. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, as his coach, you got to keep him in line.
There you go.
So the Dog, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, Mike Schraub had a good stint. He went to a couple of those big national camps himself. And so he did a really good job being one of the older members and fought his way up and did really well up there.
Oh, with the Blind Hockey Association?
Correct, at the national level where they pick their team.
I know there's a couple of guys in from Chicago. Do you have a feel for how many of the Visionaries play at that level?
I don't right now. Looking at the list, I mean, Kent was one. We actually had 2 others that were really good, and they actually moved away. Good news is they started other programs like that in their other states. One moved to Georgia, one went to Chicago, and we do miss them dearly. But they're on to it, and they're building the program where they are.
There's another chance for the Dogs and a score, and I believe that was Mike McLean who just scored, number 17 for the Dogs. The Dogs lead 2-0, 8.5 remaining in the first period.
Jeff Martin's getting his wings lined, and he's getting ready for the face-off. Again, another USA member.
Dogs win the face-off, working it up the left wing over the red line.
Go.
Play continues, a little collision, no harm, no foul. And here comes Alaire again. One-on-one over the blue, has no help right now, and it's broken up by the Visionaries. They'll head back the other way.
I think people probably don't get is that puck is so loud and it rings, and it's very, very hard on all your other senses too. I mean, it bounces off the walls. It's much more difficult than probably people think.
I'm sure.
There you go. That's pushed.
Cross-ice pass up the left wing to Alaire. Through the circle, stops, comes back to the point, worked right circle. And now we'll find a man just inside the blue. Looks to shoot, he fires, and it just sneaks in past the left pad of Straub, and the Dogs lead 3-0. 7:15 to go in the first.
So coming to the ice is Grant. If I can see him coming on. Yeah, so he actually is now on USA as well. He is actually a big roller hockey guy. He came to us a couple of years ago, and we've been working on some edges, and he's amazing. He's 31. Let's see if he's...
Now, his name is really Grant Fleur. Is that?
That's correct.
That is. I was trying to get some numbers beforehand, and I did it by a triple take. No pressure on him. At least he's not a goalie, right?
That's correct.
Here's a good chance for the Visionaries. Beatty with the bid. Bounces around in front, just slides past the left post into the near corner. Worked up the boards by the Dogs, and they'll look to break it out.
JR's pass over.
Taken away by the Visionaries into the high slot. Pass a little too far for Beatty, but he'll pick it up in the corner. Works behind the net, poke checked away from him by Straub, and he'll look to break it out, but had it taken away by Beatty. Centers. Fanning on the shot partially was Dan Schramm, but the Visionaries keep it in. Fed down toward the net. Now work behind for Beatty. Has a man out front. Center shot. Score! And the Visionaries are on the board. And it's Dan Lavinka that lights the lamp. It's 3-1 with just under 6 to play here in the first. The Dogs finally give one up. So how many guys are on the team that you're working with? And it's down in the Springs, right?
So we actually have a Denver squad.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, it's just Straub is down in the Springs, so the goalie, he can actually skate out as well. Like I said, we had another gentleman who was playing both ways, and he actually ended up leaving. So here's Grant, actually 31. So former roller hockey guy, and he's got some good wheels. We were working on him doing some turns, but yeah, amazing guy, amazing story right there. You know, a lot of these guys have some degenerative diseases. They weren't born with these, so really amazing. A few of them grew up playing hockey. It's just, it's sad to see it get worse and worse. And their attitudes are amazing and super inspiring for all. There's Grant. He skated a little bit harder there.
Forever the coach, right?
There you go. I'm obviously not very good if we're losing here.
Still
and I don't know all the whistles, so I'm not doing that well. Yeah, there's about 5 or 6 that can play at this level. A lot of it's just learn to skate. A lot of little kiddos come out. For a while there, we had a bunch of little kiddos. Logan and Zoe Galloway were big parts. The Avalanche did a big piece on them for a few years.
Oh,
wonderful little kiddos. Their parents, they have a little charity run for them too every year. It's I Love Logan Run, which we all support, and it's fantastic. If people get a chance to go out there and do that, that's a wonderful run.
So the kids, I would take it, they have not played hockey, and it's just something they wanted to try to do, and that is amazing in and of itself, just jumping into a sport like hockey without.
And a few of them were amazing, and they loved it. And we treated them no different, right? We're making them do push-ups, and we're sliding. I'll tell you what, still the most fun they wanted to have was we have to pull them on our stick at the end of practice, right? That's all they want to do is loop-de-loos in their own, hanging on to a stick. They love it. There you go, Straub. Good save there. Left pad, gets it out, glove up high, good position.
Centering pass picked off by the Visionaries, but not out. Held in by the Dogs to the left point.
Yeah.
Just no, it was held in. Now it comes outside the zone, and the Dogs will have to regroup. Fleur gets to it first and chips it over the blue line. Works through the left circle, drop pass.
Jeff Martin, there you go,
Jeff.
Good shot.
It never got in on goal, and back left to right come the Dogs. We've got a breakaway against Straub. Dietz shoots, save, and we have a whistle. And that was Jared Schmierbach, I think, that had that chance. 3 minutes to play in the first. Dogs lead 3-1.
Yeah, Strauber loves this stuff too. I'll tell you, I mean, he's got to be early 60s now. I talk to him all the time. He's just loving to death, and he's the main reason I got out here. So again, his son back here on defense, Brandon, 81, big pro career, played at Colorado College. We grew up together in the Springs playing, and he's a hell of a player. And
so you said he made it as far as the AHL. Did he get drafted, or did he go the free agent route? How did his career proceed?
He was after college. He's just a big guy, tough guy. If you look up his fight videos, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty entertaining. You can get down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Not a lot of guys that go the college route end up playing that role in the pros.
Yeah, he's a tough dude. Tough dude, big guy. He was always a great stud, great player. So yeah, he just kind of got picked up out of school, and I don't think he was drafted his freshman year, and had a good career. And now he's does title insurance, commercial real estate there in the Springs, and he's just working for land title. There he goes. A little move off the boards. Gets picked up. Perfect.
Taken away by the Visionaries, though,
Dan.
as it's Dan Schramm.
And Dan's a good player. Dan's pretty new, too. I mean, he's been working hard.
Dan has the puck again. Has a teammate offside, so Visionaries have to regroup and get everybody on side. Schramm hangs on to it, comes down over the blue line.
Yeah, Dan's one of the better skaters out there.
He's working against Straub, who poke checks it away. And here come the Dogs, left to right. Poke checked away just at the blue line, and the puck is free out through center.
Looks like Jared's grabbing his eye. He must have taken a stick or a little bit of that deflection there. He is not heading to the bench. Looks like he's just holding his eye up to.
I don't know if he's. Did you see him get clipped, or is he just because he doesn't have the glasses on?
Looks like he doesn't have the glasses on
Maybe
anymore.
he's just trying to visually impair himself.
There you go.
Here come the Dogs, 3-on-2. Almost offside, remains onside, and the Dogs continue down through the right circle.
Great Dan check. Great back check by Dan there.
Puck is thrown back the other way, and the Dogs will have to chase it down in their own end. Under a minute to go in the first. Dogs lead 3-1. They were out to a 3-0 lead before the Visionaries got on the board.
Martin's on it. There we go. On Straubers. Drop banging it off. Trying to turn towards the boards. Good play.
Good job forechecking by Jeff Martin, but Straub's able to break it out nevertheless. Straub over the blue line. Cuts the far wall, centers back door, and it just rolls off the stick of Jeremy Rao.
This is Dan chasing him. Dan Levinka, he's new with us too. He came about 2 years ago-ish.
Here's a breakaway for Beatty. Beatty down into the high slot, has help, and there's the buzzer. Didn't realize time was running out. So a great chance for the Visionaries, but time expires. We've played 15. Dogs 3, Visionaries 1. We'll take just a quick breather. I may take a quick drink here, but how do you assess your team's play after the first here? Can I put you on the spot?
Wow, I'm probably co-captain now. I mean, co-coach now. My got 2 little kiddos, so my time's been a little tough. But you know, they've been doing a good job. They've come a long way. I mean, again, we've probably had about 5 or 6 that could play at this level. At one time, we might have had 7 or 8. We've had a few key guys move away, so it's trying to get that next crop up. Again, we've got a few of these guys who had played some roller hockey. Kent, who's Jeff's dad, comes out and plays. We even have the bus driver come out and skate at these things when they come from the community. So it's really great to see these guys out here. But pretty good. I'd say they're doing. A few of them need to kind of do a little bit better back checking, but pretty pleased all in all.
I mean, it's got to be quite a challenge. Can they play? Are there tournaments they can play in, or it's mostly just kind of intra-squad at this point? Because obviously there's not a lot of folks that play hockey and have the vision impairment as well.
Yeah. So Chicago, there's a big showcase. I mean, every once in a while every year they have a big showcase. USA Hockey again. Doris Donnelly's done an amazing job. She has taken the reins and really put this on a national level. And then they actually go to nationals. If you watch them versus Team Canada the last couple of years, you can YouTube it. It's pretty impressive. I mean, in Canada, they've been having this going on for years. I mean, decades. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So they have this is still very fresh and very new for USA Hockey. So yes, very limited team to practice against. Very difficult. There we go.
Schramm over the blue line, centers in front for Beatty.
Oh,
goes back door, just out of reach for Schramm. And it remains 3-1 in favor of the Dogs.
Yeah, Dan's got to finish that again. One of the better skaters out here. He went to the USA Showcase this year. And it's all based on your vision, right? So you have to, the way they play it is you have to have a shot on net goal.
Schramm gets another one, slides it on the ice, and it just sneaks past Parker Stevens. And the Visionaries pull within 1.
Yeah. So
just 35 seconds into the second.
It's a great shot. So a little bit of color. So the goalies have to be totally blind. If they can see just even a millimeter of light, they have to then have an eye patch on. So it's actually pretty incredible. Then your defense have the least amount of vision, and then your forwards can actually see the most. Again, we're talking about.
Oh, that's interesting. So D
Yes.
cannot have as good a vision as forwards.
Typically, they don't. Yeah. So you basically have to be on this scale, right? And so, but the way that most teams have set up, and again, Doris and all these other guys who are much more involved have done a great job. Her son's very active in it. But yeah, it's the goalies have zero vision. Defense typically have not quite as strong. Forwards have the strongest.
So as you talk to goalies, in particular, Mike Straub, can they hear the puck as it's being released? I mean, or do they just try to cover as much of the lower portion of the net as possible? Or
so what we try and teach them is, and here we go. Here's Grant coming in almost. See, Grant's a roller guy. We're working on his stops and starts there. Good turns. You know, it just depends. Nice takeaway by Jeff there. Gets on sides. He's got Grant right there in the high slot. He's calling. Grant's calling. Feed it.
Martin behind the net, loops into the left wing corner.
He's going to cycle. There you go. Good cycle.
Dumps it down low for Fleurs. Center, shot, pad save. And the Dogs look to break it out. And they just do slide it out through center.
While he clears, I'll answer that question. Yeah, we just try and tell him, like, look, you got to kind of hear the whole play coming. So if you hear it on the left side, get low, get left, right? They're not going to be worried about keep your glove up high. But yeah, they're trying to cover as much net as they can. Extremely difficult. And I don't know if you want to sit in a net and let me just shoot on you with your eyes closed. It's not fun.
I didn't realize that the goalies need to be totally blind.
Yeah,
that's
blind.
Remarkable.
Yeah, so Straub, when he was at some of those camps, had to wear a full blindfold because he has a very small pinhole. He can see just a daylight. He can just barely see a speck. Amazing guy, and again, they made him put a blindfold on. Make it that much harder, right?
Right. Chance for the Dogs, an odd man rush.
There we go. It's Jim Cavey. Jim, one of the helpers, number 7.
Jim's able to get it out. He's one of the sighted players.
He is. There you go, Jim. Oh, drops it.
They went for a change. But hopping on is Schramm, and Schramm brings it over the blue.
Dan's a great skater, great player.
Shot just slides by.
Cavey just shoots that wide.
Spearbach behind his own net looking for an outlet as the Dogs look to break it out. He'll send it ahead, and now out through center come the Dogs. Poke checked away, and Schramm has a breakaway.
Let's go, Dan.
He's waiting for help, is Schramm. And drops it back for a trailer, just poked outside the zone. And Drew Garza will have to regroup. I think Garza's one of those individuals in from Chicago.
That's fantastic. Yeah, he's got the GoPro on his helmet, so he's getting some live feed right there. Live action. There's Jerry trying to prepare himself there. You are correct. He's not hurt.
And he's playing he has to play one-handed because he's covering the one eye.
He's a big guy. So he's all right. He's a young kiddo. He's only like 31, so he's fine.
Here comes Straub. Doesn't quite get it down toward his dad, though, because it was broken up through center.
Doesn't look like he played D1 college or pro with that stick handle skills.
So I'll put you on the spot. How far did you advance in your hockey career?
I'm terrible. I have no business being here. I played club hockey. I was fortunate enough to just know a lot of these good guys, and I still skate. And my wife says I need to quit, but she says as long as I keep sponsoring the team, I can play in a good division. So, but no,
there's nothing wrong.
Wish I was better.
As a fellow beer leaguer, there's nothing wrong with that.
There you go. There you go. Brandon now Strauber taking it up on the half boards. Oh, good move there. Love to see him get a shot on his pops.
Yeah, but Schramm hustled back and took it away.
Grant's fast.
Schramm's been the star of the team thus far for the Visionaries. He headmans for Beatty, and it's a 2-on-1. Beatty left circle. Saucers it across, but broken up. That's probably the first time Strauber's back check since college, or maybe since pro.
Yeah.
Good hustle there out of your buddy. Centered in front again. Backhand chance, slid just wide.
Yeah, it's Kent Martin. So that's Jeff's dad. Great helper, great supporter, wonderful guy. He's actually taken over the program. He's done a fantastic job last 3-4 years. As far as getting people on the ice, sends out all the time the email, sets up picnics, barbecues. So, and it's great. He's out there playing with his kiddo. He absolutely loves it. There he goes. Goes through both father and son there.
That's right.
Straub's got to get it.
Oh, and just over skating. I believe that was Riley Eliar who
one eye and one arm JR now trying to stick handle. for the Dawg team. Oh, yeah, there's Cappy almost.
Yeah, Cappy wearing the C. He's wearing the Jaromir Jagr sweater, though. 68 rather than 8.
I mean, Cappy's in full uniform. He did not even take those goggles off, even in like walking around down there. So he's fully invested. Look at that. He wants a call, waving his hands.
He's competitive, son of a guy. Here's Fleur, right circle.
There you go, Grant.
Shoots.
Oh,
I don't know if that was a save or went off the crossbar, but it hits the netting and goes out of play.
Yeah, I think that was post.
8:40 to go in the second. Dogs still lead 3-2, but they were once up 3-0, and the Visionaries have scored 2 straight. Face off to the left of Parker Stevens. Are you familiar with Parker? Do you know him at all? The
Parker,
goalie for the Dogs?
yeah.
Cappy, Martin Richardson facing off against Schramm. Schramm wins it. And it's held in for Fleur, left circle. Wheels behind the net. Looking out front. Pass picked off by the Dogs. And they'll look to break it out. Here comes Rao.
There you go.
He tried to headman it to Marty. Marty would have taken it full board down on the breakaway. He likes scoring goals.
Marty's floating. There's not much D going on there. Come on, Cap. Get back and play some D.
Wouldn't be the first time he's been accused of that.
Not even going on the other side of the blue. Grant's got to pick that. Dan, there you go. Good snipe by Dan.
With another takeaway. Drops it off right circle. Shot. I think that went off the side of the cage. Picked up back behind. As the Visionaries score. And we've got a tie hockey game. 3-3, 7:25 left in the second.
Good assist by Grant there again, just showing his moves.
That was Caden Rebke with the goal, number 88. So we're starting over. Dogs quickly out to a 3-0 lead. And now, midway through the game, all knotted at 3. Schramm's got to be tired. I think he's played the whole game.
We do some board to board, so they love it. He's got some more energy in him.
Dogs control at center.
Oh, Cappy with the big reach. Jim misses there.
Here comes Schramm. 3-on-1 for the Visionaries. Right circle. Slid just wide.
Grant sees Cappy right there in the slot.
Visionaries pick it back up. Centered again. Here's another chance, and that one slides just wide. But again, Schramm controls left corner. It was Kent Martin with those last couple of chances.
He couldn't put away. Come on, Kent, get it in. Keep it in. Oh,
held in at the blue line just momentarily. Cappy's able to work it out. The Visionaries take it right back. And up the right wing comes Rampy. He's by himself as the Visionaries go for a change. Rampy waiting for help. The centering pass is picked off.
Through the legs. Come on, we got to work on Cappy's conditioning here. Come on, Jim. Thanks, Jeff. Great player there. Jeff's all over him. Jeff's on the high board.
Held in at the left point. The Visionaries another chance through the circle. High slot. Shot just slides off the stick. Never got through. There's a chance. It just bounces off the top of the cage. And that was Jeff Martin with the opportunity. Near circle, the Dogs control, slid up the wing, and held in by the Visionaries. Martin, high slot, looking to shoot. He does. Save. Good save by Stevens. But Martin gets it right back.
You know, that puck is significantly heavier than a normal puck too, so that's why you're not seeing a lot of slap shot. I mean, it's a very heavy. You take a wrist shot, a snapshot with this thing. It's very difficult, very challenging. So, kudos to these guys for even getting it up and out of there.
The Dogs work it out, but only momentarily as the Visionaries come right back over the blue line. Scrummed up along the near half wall. As
Jeff threw it around
it's
back
sent
there.
Behind the net to the right wing corner. Drew Goggs does battle there. Coming away as Martin tried to come out front with the wraparound, but it was poked away at the last minute.
Cappy's now below the
dots.
Below the dots now, he's in it. He's in the D zone. It's perfect. Oh, long pass, stretch pass. No one's there.
Dogs needed a change. They dump it out and they'll get one. And now it looks like the Visionaries will ice the puck and we'll have a face-off back in front. No, it's stopped. I don't think it ever crossed the goal line. Play continues.
There we go, Dan's open slot.
Puck left circle, taken away by Schramm. He's looking out front, loops behind the net, still looking for a teammate. Backhand pass broken up by the Dogs. And they just do work it out. They've got an odd man rush if they hustle. And they do. Here comes Straub over the blue. Now it's a 2-on-2. Centering pass never got through, and the Visionaries come the other way. Under 4 to play in the second. We're tied at 3. Over the blue line come the Visionaries. Through the left circle. Drop pass. Unable to get to a Schramm, but the Visionaries pick it back up. Schramm now right circle. Just inside the blue line, looking for help. Slides it down the slot. Behind the goal now, the Visionaries. Mike Freeman can't take it away. Centered, rattles around a bit. Cleared along the far side with the Dogs, and they'll start the breakout.
Oh, good
Held
stop
in right
there.
point. Nice job there. And it's fed back down toward the goal. Dogs control behind their own net. Trying to break it out. But they can't get it done. Chip back behind Stevens, and again the Dogs will have to come to full length. Reverse to the near side for Brandon Straub.
There you go.
He goes between the legs, has a teammate up the near wing, that's Rao. And he'll just lag it back to a defenseman. Finally the Dogs break it out.
Martin's got to get on his horse. He's got to can't let the guy beat him.
There's a 2-on-1 chance, slid in front, right circle, but Rao, again, visually impairing himself, couldn't handle it with the one hand on the stick.
Should we just call him one-eye, one-arm
Yeah,
JR
there
or
we go.
what? There you go. There's young Strauber. Oh, and he goes down.
Beatty
Boy,
takes it away, peels back looking for help. Out of the left corner, centers. Here's a chance, but player fell down. I think that was Josh Schneider with the opportunity. And the Dogs break it out. Schneider picks it back up, cuts over the blue. And through the left circle, down toward the goal line. Slides behind the net, taken away by Straub, and he'll feed it up the near wing for Rao. He has trouble. He has to switch hands to cover his eyes, and here he comes.
I think I like our nickname for him. I think that helps.
What'd you got? One arm, one eyed?
One-eye, one-armed JR, so that's good. I mean, just put the glasses on at this point, right?
I know.
Or just
Seems
go
like there's an
blindfold.
easy solution. Here comes Beatty with some speed. Wants a drop pass. Has a man. That's Martin. He'll center it, but it was a little behind floor. Held in by Garza. His shot was deflected wide, and it's held behind the net. Beatty had it poke checked away. Under 2 to play in the second. We're still tied at 3. Dogs get out to a 3-0 lead, and the Visionaries then tied it up. At center, the Dogs control.
Neutral zone regroup there.
Very impressive, but Beatty breaks up the play. He'll head it over the blue, has Garza going to the net. Centers, chance, poke
nice
checked
job.
away by Stevens. Good play by the goaltender. Looked like Vasilevsky there. I think he had one of those in this series against the Avs. JT Comfrey poke checked it away. Dogs over the blue line, into the high slot. McLean had it a bid, but poke checked away by Schramm. Good defensive play by the forward. Back right to left come the Visionaries. 30 seconds to go in the second. Puck was fed toward the net, but it was picked off by Schmierbach, and he'll head left to right. Skates over the blue, tried to go cross ice, finds a man right circle, but it flips over his stick, and the centering pass is taken away. New grouping though is McLean. He'll center for Richardson. He'll fire, but a good
Great save, Strauber.
by Straub. There's the horn after 2. Dogs 3, Visionaries 3. Artie Richardson had the go-ahead goal on his stick. He does like to go top shelf, so the net gets half the height.
Yeah.
Limited his options, but a good save by Straub, as you mentioned.
Straub always says his hips and everything. I mean, just imagine sitting in that butterfly, that stretch position for a good hour. I mean,
I can't imagine.
that's also not very comfortable after a while. So
Father and son exchanging notes here down to our right. So if he has a son that played professional sports, Mike Straub must be quite an athlete himself, or does he get all his athletic talent from his mom?
I mean, how am I supposed to answer that question, right?
Well, I would say to be safe, go with the mom.
Yeah, should I
give
give him some credit or no? So he's got another boy too. I was actually Brandon was actually a couple years older than me. His younger son Brian was actually one heck of a goalie. Did fantastic. Could have played even a higher level, but he's just a great guy. He's actually a teacher and a coach down in Colorado Springs. So they've got a bunch of. Brandon's got 3 kids. Brian, his little brother's got 2. So Strauber, the goalie, he gets his hands full with 5 of those guys.
I bet. Do any of their kids play hockey?
You know, they're just starting to. Brandon's kids are just old enough now; they're getting into it. But actually, Brandon's wife was a really national level figure skater. She's unbelievable. So she was actually
cool.
And she's actually was doing some power skating with Colorado College down there, a handful of years ago. So.
And this is Brandon's wife.
Brandon's wife, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So let's remember that name, Straub, with those genes. I would imagine
maybe, maybe. That might do pretty well there. So.
All right, here we go. Final 12 minutes, tie hockey game. Again, the Dogs got out to a 3-0 lead. The Visionaries have scored 3 unanswered. They'll play stop time in the third.
Yep,
so
we need one more. So it looks like Grant's going to come out there. Jeff's going to take the face off. All right, good. Grant's on left.
Face off won by the Dogs. Controlled up the right wing. And a wire will cut over the blue. Taken away, though, by the Visionaries. And here they come back right to left. Fleur cuts over the line. Down the left wing boards. Wants to center. Does for Martin, who shoots off the mask of Stevens. And peeling away are the Dogs. Fed up the left wing. They look to break it out. They do. Down over the blue line. And it's offside. Maybe not. Maybe it was that whistle to alert the goaltender.
I think the refs are confused. The refs even might be confused. I'm confused, and the refs might be confused.
Play has continued, sort of. And now I think they're blowing it dead for sure.
Pretty close game, though.
Yeah. I think the Dogs were up 3-0 in the first 5 minutes, but Straub's had to make a handful of saves since.
And that's what we work on with him is to make, they get so tired, right? Keep that glove up, keep the blocker up, keep it a little bit difficult for these guys. There we go. I'm okay. Thank you. Nice guys are offering us beers. This is fantastic. What a great gig you have.
Martin in his own zone, tried to send it up the right wing, just out of reach though, and this will be an icing call against the Visionaries.
Got a couple helpers out here. Jim Cavey again, skating over here.
Now, when you say helpers, are these volunteers that help your practice, or the practice?
Yeah, the whole practice. Okay. Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, let me shed some color on that. That is not difficult to go wrangle 15, 20, 25 guys and get them on the ice, get their skates tied. It's extremely challenging. At one time, we probably had 15. My wife played in college as well. She was a college goalie, and she was out there helping and doing all the goalie stuff. I mean, everybody that would help out can do it because it's extremely challenging. We came home after the first 2 or 3 practices and said, holy cow, this is really difficult.
Here's a chance for the Visionaries. Shot saved, though, by Stevens. And we remain tied at 3.
Here we go, Jim. Yeah, Jim's just wonderful.
Oh, and look who has glasses on now. So much for the one eye.
No more. It's just Jair now. Good play there.
Chipped up the near wall. Visionaries trying to break it out, and they get the job done. Cappy picks it up, rolls off his stick. There's that puck he's not accustomed to. And finally the puck slides down over the Dogs blue line. Through the left circle come the Visionaries. It's Cavany. We'll find Beattie, left wing corner.
Jimbo might
centered.
Be hurt. There we go.
He was just poke checked away by the Dogs, but held in left point. Shot, that'll slide wide of the cage. Beattie trying to track it down. Battles Mike Freeman, who's the executive director of Dog Nation. He does a great job along with Marty Richardson with all the events and festivities here associated with Dog Bowl. Can't say enough about those 2 individuals and all the volunteers over the last 12 years, having raised over $3 million.
It's amazing, fantastic.
Here's Beatty, side of the net,
There you
centers
go.
for
There
Schramm,
you
and
go.
the Visionaries lead for the first time in the afternoon, 4-3, just more than 8 minutes remaining in the third. That's the second or third goal for Dan Schramm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this puck, people listen, I mean, it hits, it dies when it hits the boards. It's loud, and your ears, I mean, everything bangs. We've had a lot of people come out to these practices, and they've tried to design. We've had some engineers, they actually took a big rubber, almost like a rubber mold, and they put like a little, it's like kind of a cell phone beeper in there to try and beep around, and then the batteries would die. We'd take 2 or 3 shots, and then it wasn't the right weight. So we've tried multiple times to see if there's anything better. Looks like I got a little scrum going right here. It looks like they're
Right at
matching
center
up.
ice, gloves dropped.
Get
Some
these teams
tussling.
motivated. Who do you got?
Just a wrestling
who's your
match
money
right
on
now. Down on their knees, they're gonna keep going. Now this is tired. I wouldn't be doing this third period, but and then stick taps all around. It was Riley Eliar for the Dogs. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm just glad that.
I think that's Adam Young, maybe. I think that's a 14.
Yeah, I'm just glad that Dan over here, number 19, he's new. I'm glad he didn't have to battle Straub because
Somebody might have a little experience on him.
A little bit. Again, go to those YouTube fights, and it's impressive. So
I'm gonna have to look him up on Hockey DB once we're done here. Well, we've had it all. We've had comebacks, we've had fisticuffs. We've got a 1-goal game with 6.5 to play in the third. Visionaries have scored 4 unanswered.
there we go, Jeff.
Beatty takes it away from Schmierbach. Beatty to the right circle, has a man out front just behind Martin. He'll pick it up near half wall. Martin trying to look for some help, will cycle it down low for Beatty. Beatty's centered, but it's picked off by the Dogs, and they'll start the breakout. Straub will just chip it out through center ice. Broken up by Garza, and he'll play it back over the blue. Dogs haven't scored since early in the first period. It's really been all Visionaries since. Here comes McLean through the right circle into the offensive zone for the Dogs. Drop, pass, shot,
Nice.
blocked. Never got to Straub, and it's cleared out of trouble by Garza.
Great
And
job.
this-
Great job, Martin, there to cut off that lane. Fantastic. Again, Jeff, another one of the members of the USA national squad.
Dogs looking to break it out.
And Brandon Straub with a bad pass.
Picked off by Schramm. He has the go-ahead goal. Slices through center over the blue. Straub looking to ride him out of the play. Schramm centers, fanned on it, and it's fed out of trouble by McLean. Visionaries come right back over the line. It's Schramm. Tried to center, picked off though by the Dogs, and they'll start the breakout. Here comes Schmierbach. His outlet pass was picked off. We have a trip at the blue line. At this stage, though, the refs swallow the whistles. 3-on-0 for the Visionaries. Garza shoots, saved by Stevens, and it remains a 1-goal game. Race for the puck up the right wing. Schmierbach by himself through the circle. Wants a trailer. He waits. But he's ridden out on the play nicely.
Good bump there.
There by Adam Young. Those two might have gone, well, it was Young that dropped the gloves for the Visionaries.
Just setting the tone.
Centering pass
Oh,
picked
there we
off
go.
by Schramm, and he's going to go coast to coast. He's by himself, waiting for a teammate. Now lost it.
Loses
He
it.
blew a tire, recovers, has a man down low. Here's a chance for an insurance goal, but Patrick Stevens, Parker Stevens with his biggest save of the game. And it's 4-3 still in favor of the Visionaries. 4 minutes to go in the third. My apologies, Parker. I used to work with a guy named Patrick Stevens. He was the equipment manager for the old Rocky Mountain Rage. Face off to the left of Parker Stevens.
Father-son combo out here. Got Jeff. Pops back there on D.
And again, the Visionaries need one more. They need you behind the bench to run these lines here.
These guys are better skaters than I am. Oh, here comes Cavi. He looked like he was hurt over there. Another helper, Jim Cavi. Let's see what he can do.
Face-off control by the Dogs. And Eliar will look to break it out. Comes down over the blue, wants to center. Poke checked away nicely though. And the Visionaries will send it out through the neutral zone. Rao now without the glasses. Still hasn't covered up his eyes, so a little gamesmanship there. As he's hounded by Jeff Martin.
Oh, stretch pass to Cap.
Headman's to Cappy, and he'll find Freeman. Fleet of foot over the blue line. Freeman down into the right wing corner. Looking to center as he loops behind the net. Has a man left circle. Broken up though by the Visionaries. Not out. Held in left point. Rao with a nice move. Finds his deep partner. Right circle shot. That was deflected just wide. Picked up by Cappy. You know, he wants to get a game time goal. The Dogs will keep it in at the right point, looking for the equalizer. Here's Rao. Drops it for Cappy. Actually, that was...
Cappy's in the center there.
Yeah.
He's in the slot. Wait.
I was going to say, he's not capable of dropping this like that. Left circle, one-timer,
Nice
stick
save,
save by
Straub.
Straub, and he will cover up. That was
Great save by Strauber there.
a liar, I think, with the chance. 2 minutes to play in the third. Visionaries lead 4-3, having overcome a 3-0 deficit early in the first. Biggest save of the day for Straub. Face off to his right.
Hoping these guys can just get it out of the zone. Very perfect.
Cappy won the draw, but too cleanly, and it comes back through center. Schramm's the first man there for the Visionaries. Into the left wing corner, working against Brandon Straub. Loose behind the net,
Dan, put that
centers,
in.
and a chance just went wide by Dan Levinka. Out through center ice comes McLean. He has a breakaway. Now it's a 2-on-0. But on the back check, Adam Young came back, and the Dogs never had an opportunity on net. Just more than a minute left. Visionaries leading 4-3. Puck back at the Dogs' blue line. Here's Straub just outside his own zone. Comes back to his D partner, who looks to work it up ice. Cutting over the blue line into the high slot. Drops up for Straub, just out of reach, broken up by Schramm, but Straub gets it back, can't work around Garza, and Schramm comes back the other way with 40 seconds to play. Schramm through the left circle, spins into the corner, back to the point. Again, Schramm, out of reach for him, and maybe time for another rush for the Dogs. Headman through center, and here comes the Liar. Pass was just out of reach for his dad, Rick. Dogs running out of time, 20 seconds on the clock, trailing 4-3. Left circle, now centered, broken up by Beatty. Rolls toward the front, and it goes in.
Boy. Just snuck under that left glove right there on Strauber.
10 seconds to play, and the Dogs come through with the tying goal as there is the horn. 4-4.
Wow. We going to OT? Are we doing some type of shootout? What's the plan? Did Cappy tell you?
He did not. I'm a little surprised, to be honest, they're not doing some sort of shootout, but it looks like it's going to end in a tie. So the Dogs led 3-0 early in the first. Visionaries came back, tied it up by the end of the second, took a 4-3 lead early in the third, and then the Dogs net the equalizer with 10 seconds to play. Well, Kevin, that was fun. Thanks for all the insight.
Thank you.
It's a great organization. It's unbelievable what these players can do, and it was fun to see them on the ice. And I don't know if they'll have a chance, if they'll have some pucks on display here, but it is interesting to see what they're actually handling down there on the ice.
Take an old coffee can and put a bunch of marbles in there and just shake it as hard as you can, and that's what they're hearing for about an hour straight. So no, it's a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Great job for you to get out here and do this. This is a great opportunity for you.
All right, well, terrific game.
Yeah.
4-4 is our final, and we'll look forward to the next game here at Dog Bowl 12 right after this.
Thank you for watching. I'm Matt Martinez with XII Electric, the official streaming sponsor of Dawg Bowl. Stay tuned for more great coverage of the Dawg Bowl. We will see you at the next face-off.